of class 8C from Lenin Academy is going to talk to you on the topic force and friction. We can start with force first. What is force? When an object A is moving in a particular direction, say this direction, it is moving, it is changing its position from this position to this. This is called force. We are moving it with the help of the force applied by us. Force has many effects in our daily life. We use force to pull an object, to push an object. Thus from this, we come to know that force is a push or pull applied to move an object. Force has three situations. So if this is my object A, and if some amount of force, say two forces, are applied in this direction, and even though this force is 5 and this force is 3, it will move in the same direction. Thus, therefore, we come to know that net force is equal to the sum of the two forces. This is the case 1. Now this says that it will move in a particular direction. From this we come to know that force mainly depends on two things, that is direction in which it is moving and magnitude, how much it is moving. These are the two main things from which, if you know both of them, you know how much force is applied. Even though you know the direction and you don't know the magnitude, you will not be able to know how much force is applied. In the second case, we have an object A in which one person is applying force from here and the other person is applying force from here. So our net force is difference between the two forces. So if this force is A and this force is 5, in which direction will the object move? The object will mostly move in the direction of the larger force. So the second conclusion which we get is the object move in the direction of the greater or larger force. This is the second case. From this, we can derive one more thing. If here I have 5, both the sides 5, so my object won't move. Thus our net force will be 0 or nullified in scientific terms. So we can write down here in brackets, net force is nullified or is 0. These are the two situations. I'm going to talk on force and its effect. Now, in the first scenario, we have an object A which is in its original position. Now, when I'm applying some external force like this, it is moving in the direction here and is stopping here, becoming the position of the object. Thus, we come to know the property of force, that force can make a stationary object move from its original place. Now in scenario 2, we have a ball which I have kicked in this direction and F1, but then my friend comes and kicks it harder in this direction and it moves in that direction. Thus we come to know that force can change the direction of a moving object or body and will move in the direction of the greater force. So in the third scenario, I have a ball which is already moving in this direction at speed 5 meters per second. Now I have applied some additional force which has got an increase of 2 meters per second, making it 7 meters per second and making it move a bit faster. Thus we come to know force can change the speed of a moving object or a body. There are two types of forces, that is first contact force and second non-contact force. In contact force, what is contact force? We know that to apply force we have to interact with the object. In the contact form, same law is applied. For example, if I have a paper, I am holding the paper and I am applying some force to hold it. Thus I am interacting with the paper to apply force. The second type of contact force is frictional force. In frictional force is a normal force which we use. If I have a ball moving or a box moving in this direction, there is some contact of friction acting between the surface of this box and the road. For example, if I have this as my box, I am throwing it. What is stopping it? It is the frictional force. The surface of the duster and the surface of the table are in contact with each other, thus are producing frictional force that is helping it to stop. Now we'll move to non-contact forces. The first type of non-contact force is the magnetic force. For example, now here I have a magnet and I have a rod here. Is the rod touching the magnet or the magnet touching the rod? It's none of those, because if the magnet is here and the rod is here, the magnet is producing a magnetic field around near the rod, which is attracting the rod towards the magnet. This is called magnetic force. The second type of non-contact force is gravitational force. Here, the earth is exerting some amount of gravitational force on this ball and pulling it down. Now I'll illustrate this property. When I'm leaving this down, I'm applying no force to push it down. There's an external force applied from here to pull it towards itself. This is called gravitational force. The other type of force is the electrostatic force. For example, if you take a comb and rub it on your head and put it over pieces of torn paper, those torn papers will attract to the comb. The area acting between the comb and the paper is called the electrostatic force, which is attracting all the papers towards the comb. Now I'm going to talk to you on friction. And what is friction? Now what do you see in this diagram? There's an object on a plate and there are two F's written here and something is applied from here. Now these two F's, this stands for frictional force and this one for the applied force. A person A is applying force from this direction and moving the object. And now why does the object stop here? The object stops here because of friction. So we come to know that friction is a force which is applied on the object, which prevents a stationary object from moving or stops a moving object. Now, friction depends on two things. First, the smoothness of the ground. If my ground is completely smooth without any grooves or ridges in the middle, there will be no friction. But then if my floor has some grooves and ridges, friction will be more. Thus we come to the friction increases with the roughness of the ground and decreases with the smoothness of the ground. From this we sum up that both force and friction play an important part in our life and we can't function without this. Thank you and hope you enjoy.